What truly separates an average pet owner from a real pack leader? Because it's not the person with the fanciest leash, the most expensive dog food, or the dog that can do a perfect sit and stay on command. If anything, those things can be misleading. In my experience, the biggest difference between "my dog listens sometimes" and "my dog trusts me anywhere" comes down to something deeper than obedience. It comes down to internal concepts, invisible habits, the kind of mindset and daily behavior that quietly shapes your dog's nervous system over months and years. And once you master these 8 pillars, you don't just get a better behaved dog, you evolve your entire relationship into something calmer, safer, and honestly, life-changing. Let's start with the one most people completely ignore, even though it's one of the strongest behavioral vaccines you can give your dog. Number 1. A lot of people chase obedience, but the best dog owners build resilience first. Because a good dog can look obedient simply because they're afraid to make a mistake, while a truly great dog is confident enough to stay calm when the world gets chaotic. And that difference matters more than any trick you can teach. Confidence is what keeps your dog from panicking around loud sounds, slippery floors, strangers, new environments, or sudden changes that they didn't expect. The best owners build this confidence intentionally through controlled exposure, not forced exposure. That means introducing new textures, sounds, objects, and situations at your dog's pace, then letting them choose curiosity instead of pressure. In my experience, the calmest dogs aren't the ones who never felt fear. They're the ones who learned that fear doesn't control them anymore because their human guided them through it slowly and safely. Now, confidence alone isn't enough if the world has no rules, and that brings us to the next pillar. The best dog owners understand something most people get wrong. Loving your dog doesn't mean being permissive. Real love creates structure. Think about it like a legal system. Humans don't feel safe because there are no rules. We feel safe because we know what the rules are. Dogs are the same. Boundaries aren't punishment, they're a map. And without a map, your dog lives in constant uncertainty, guessing what's allowed and what's not, which creates stress that builds into behavior problems over time. Compassionate boundaries mean you're firm without aggression, consistent without intimidation, and clear without emotional explosions. Dogs don't relax when you let them do everything. They relax when they understand what's expected and they can predict what happens next. And once your dog trusts your boundaries, the next level is something that makes them feel emotionally protected in the outside world. This pillar makes some owners uncomfortable, but elite dog owners do it without hesitation. They protect their dog's emotional safety even if it makes them look rude to strangers. Because the truth is, the world doesn't always respect dogs, especially anxious dogs. People reach out their hands without asking. Kids run toward your dog screaming. Someone says, "It's okay, I love dogs," while your dog is clearly trying to back away. And in that moment, your job isn't to be polite. Your job is to be your dog's advocate. A dog's trust grows fastest when they feel "my human has my back." That means you calmly say things like, "No, he's not comfortable with strangers," or "Please don't touch her, she needs space," and you say it without guilt. Now here's the pattern interrupt. Be honest for a second. Does your dog ever yawn, lick their lips, or suddenly look away in public and you weren't sure why? That leads into the next pillar, and it's one of the biggest separators between average owners and truly exceptional ones. Owning a dog without learning body language is like traveling to Japan without learning a single word of Japanese, then feeling confused when you can't understand the people around you. Dogs speak constantly, just not in English. And the best dog owners become fluent, not only in the obvious signals like barking or tail wagging, but in the subtle stress signs most people miss, like yawning when they're not tired, lip licking when there's no food, whale eye where you see the whites of their eyes, freezing, sudden sniffing, or a tense closed mouth. These are not random quirks. They are communication. They are your dog saying, "I'm unsure, I'm overwhelmed," or I need space. Once an owner starts reading these signals, everything changes because they stop relying on blind commands and start building a two-way dialogue based on observation. That's where trust becomes real, because your dog feels seen, not controlled. The best dog owners know that routine creates safety, but flexibility creates compassion. Routine helps a dog feel stable because they can predict meals, walks, rest time, and bedtime, and predictable patterns calm the nervous system. But elite owners don't treat routine like a prison. They adapt based on the dog's emotional state and real-life conditions. If your dog is exhausted, you don't force a long walk just because it's the schedule. If the weather is loud and stormy, you adjust expectations. If your dog had a stressful day, you choose soothing instead of pressure. The healthiest dog-human relationships balance consistency with empathy. Because a true leader doesn't just follow rules, they read the situation and respond intelligently. Average owners treat dogs like property. The best owners treat dogs like teammates. That doesn't mean your dog is in charge. It means you lead like someone building a high-functioning team, not like someone trying to dominate. Your dog has instincts, genetics, and natural drives, and elite owners don't waste their energy trying to delete those traits. They guide them. A high-energy dog needs outlets, not constant calm down. A shy dog needs gradual confidence building, not forced socialization. A dog with prey drive needs management and training, not punishment for being a dog. The fastest way to create frustration is to keep asking a dog to behave like an animal they are not. The best owners work with the dog in front of them, and because of that, their dog becomes more stable, more cooperative, and more emotionally connected. And that leads perfectly into pillar number 7, because no matter how good you are today, your dog will change. Training does not end. It evolves. Dogs go through biological phases that affect behavior, and the best dog owners expect those shifts instead of panicking when they happen. Adolescence can bring regression. A dog who used to listen may suddenly test boundaries. Fear periods can appear out of nowhere. Senior dogs can change emotionally and physically, and the rules that worked last year may not work the same way today. Elite owners stay curious. They study canine psychology, they learn new training methods, they update their routines, and they adjust with maturity instead of blaming the dog. The people who struggle the most are the ones who think training is something you finish, while the best owners treat it like a relationship skill, something you keep improving because your dog's needs keep changing. And now we arrive at the foundation that makes every other pillar actually work, because without this, everything becomes cold mechanics. This is the core. You can master confidence building, boundaries, advocacy, body language, routine, partnership, and education, but without emotional love, it becomes technique without soul. The best dog owners love the dog they have, not the imaginary dog they expected. They don't withdraw affection because the dog failed a moment. They don't punish the dog for being confused. They don't turn the relationship into performance. They stay emotionally steady, even when the dog makes mistakes, because true leadership is not about perfection. It's about being a stable, safe place. The strongest bond is built when your dog realizes, even if I mess up, my human is still my human. So if you want the real secret that separates the best dog owners from everyone else, it's not the gear and it's not the tricks. It's that they create clarity, confidence, and emotional safety every day in ways that most people don't even notice. And your dog doesn't need you to be perfect, they just need you to be consistent, because consistency is what turns a home into a safe world. If this video helped you, please share it with another dog owner who genuinely loves their dog. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more science-backed strategies that build a calmer, stronger bond for life.